from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says they will not forcibly remove Dakota Access Pipeline protesters from their land. This update comes after Corps leadership sent Standing Rock Tribal Chairman Dave Archambault a letter on Friday saying that land would be closed on December 5th, citing safety issues and protecting protesters from harsh winter weather. In response, protesters have said they will not leave the protest site until construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline is halted permanently. A march was held in Washington, D.C. today to support the Dakota Access Pipeline protest. Several activists held a slow-moving Water is Life march. They walked from the Department of Justice to the Washington Monument to rally for Standing Rock. Demonstrators in D.C. spoke out against the treatment of the protesters in North Dakota and linked the pipeline protest with other social justice movements. And back in our state, people living in Bismarck and Mandan came together this weekend to show support for law enforcement who were trying to keep peace during the DAPL protest. Liberty Memorial Bridge was a sea of blue, with many community members saying they want the protest to come to an end before any more people get hurt. Some residents think federal law enforcement needs to intervene with pipeline protest.
We need to see more support of not only our local but our federal government in all of this. I think that there needs to be more regulations imposed because while we all have the right to assemble and protest, you know, the key word here is peaceful, and things have certainly got out of hand.
Governor Dalrymple echoed those same sentiments, calling on the federal government to take the lead on removing protesters, saying for more than 100 days now, the federal government has allowed protesters to illegally entrench themselves on Corps land, and it's federal government's responsibility to lead the camp's peaceful closure. We've had some gorgeous weather out there, but I don't think it's going to last. Justin, what's it looking like for the rest of the week?
No, it's not going to last. We are seeing rain showers moving in right now across the area, including in Fargo. We're seeing a temperature of 38 degrees. Wind is from the east at 14 miles per hour, with Moorhead at 37 and out toward Grand Forks at 36 degrees under mainly cloudy skies. Other temperatures show we're at 32 at Valley City, 30 at Devil's Lake, 34 at Jamestown, 36 down toward Wahpeton and Detroit Lakes, and Fergus Falls at 37 degrees. Winds mainly from the south or southeast, which is a warm flow right now, and they're breezy in some areas as they are between 10 and 20 miles per hour, gusting higher in some places. So here's what we got so far. We have a winter weather advisory in effect from Ellendale to Jamestown to Devil's Lake up toward Langdon. The Devil's Lake and Langdon area, the winter weather advisory only in effect through 10 a.m. tomorrow, but down toward Jamestown and Ellendale, it's in effect through Wednesday at 6 p.m. And that is also true for the winter storm warning that is in effect also through Wednesday at 6 p.m. for central and western North Dakota because of the snow that's going to fall out that way. We already have bands of rain making their way through the valley, now getting into the Fargo area, but out toward Jamestown Point south, you are getting wet right now with mixed precipitation approaching Bismarck, and south of them and off to the west, they are seeing snow right now. We have a low pressure system that is making its way through. We're on the warm side of it, as you can see with that south or southeasterly flow, but on the cool side of the system back into central and western North Dakota, we can see a lot of snow from this one as it makes its way through. So during the overnight period, temperatures are actually going to rise with that southerly flow that will be breezy at times into the lower 40s in most places, which will keep all the moisture rain. Now out toward the Jamestown Devil's Lake area, and especially points off to the west, you could see a good amount of snow from this one. As we go through the day on Monday, we will keep mainly rain, and temperatures should stay mainly into the upper 30s. So for the day tomorrow, rain showers out there from time to time with temperatures into the lower 40s in the Fargo area as we keep that southeasterly wind mainly between 10 and 25 miles per hour. As you make your way out toward Jamestown and Devil's Lake points west, you could see a rain-snow mix. Temperatures into the mid to upper 30s, and we're into the lower 40s out toward Lakes Country. Now as we go through the day on Tuesday, we will still keep scattered showers from this one here into the valley. High temperatures again into the upper 30s to near 40s, so well above freezing, and they're going to keep the snow out towards central and western North Dakota. Let's take a look at these snowfall amounts. Here in the valley, we are hardly going to see anything. We might see some snow showers as the system works out on Wednesday. That's why you see the 0 to 1 inch amounts. Now, as you make your way from Jamestown out toward just to the east of Devil's Lake, out toward Pembina, you could see a band of 1 to 3 inches, and out to the west of at Devil's Lake in Jamestown. Much higher amounts, 3 to 6, and in some places 6 to 12 inches of snow from this one. We'll definitely keep you updated as we go through the day tomorrow. Here's the photo of the day. It's called Playing in the Snow. Thank you, Benny, for this one. We'll use in the background of the 7-day forecast as we go through the day. On Monday, a high of 43 and a high of 39 on Tuesday. All rain on Monday, with a rain-snow mix on Tuesday with little, if any, accumulation here in the valley, with some snow showers still possible on Wednesday, high 37, 34 on Thursday, mostly cloudy again Friday, 33, and next weekend, going to keep partly to mostly cloudy skies and temperatures remaining a little above normal into the mid to upper 30s.
No, I saw that 70% and I thought that was the temperature, and I'm like, no, that's not real.
No, no more 70s.
But so whenever it says 70%, what does that actually mean?
70% of the viewing area is going to see a rain or rain-snow mix.
The things you learn. Thank you so much, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
This picture was sent to us through our whistleblower hotline. The person said the lady, who's topless, sat at the bar while people, including bar employees, took photos with her. It was taken at a bar here in the FM area, so we talked to a cop who says you should definitely give police a call if you see someone that you think is overserved and doing something along the lines of this.
It'd be considered disorderly conduct and indecent exposure. A violation like that, if the bar allowed something like that to happen, that's another instance where their liquor license could be suspended or even revoked, depending on how many violations they'd had previously.
Because the bar where this photo was taken was not cited for the incident, we're not naming the establishment. If you feel something's not right in your community, call our whistleblower hotline at 701-237-6576 and tell us about it. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth and give you some answers. Here's a reminder this evening to take care and be safe while out on the roads. 2 people had to be taken to the hospital today after a head-on crash in North Fargo. Police say the driver in the eastbound lane crossed over the center line. The car in the westbound lane didn't have enough time to react and the cars collided. Emergency crews had to get one of those drivers out of their car. Thankfully, the drivers only suffered minor injuries. Moorhead police are still investigating a train versus man accident. It happened early Saturday morning behind J.C. Chumley's restaurant. Police say the man died at the scene and that he was stationary on the tracks before getting hit. An autopsy is being conducted by the Ramsey County Medical Examiner's Office. The man's name has not been released. BNSF officials were out inspecting the tracks the day of the accident. They say paying attention to what you're doing around train tracks is extremely important because most accidents involving a train are fatal. Donald Trump is speaking out for the first time about an election recount effort being fueled by Green Party candidate Jill Stein and now the Clinton campaign. The president-elect says the effort is a scam. Trump is still working on his White House team, with some on the inner circle not happy about Mitt Romney as possible Secretary of State. NBC's Jennifer Johnson has our story tonight from Washington.
As President-elect Donald Trump ends his holiday weekend in Florida, he's angrily tweeting about Hillary Clinton's decision to join an election recount effort in Wisconsin. On Twitter, Trump quoted Clinton as previously saying, "We have to accept the results and look to the future." Green Party candidate Jill Stein has made the request, also demanding recounts in Michigan and Pennsylvania.
This was a hack-riddled election, and on top of that, our voting machines are very open to hacking.
This is a fundraising, notoriety-driven fraud by a person who won 33,000 votes in Wisconsin to President-elect Trump, who won 1.4 million.
In a statement, Clinton's campaign lawyer said they didn't uncover any evidence of hacking. But now that a recount has been initiated in Wisconsin, we intend to participate in order to ensure the process proceeds in a manner that is fair to all sides. Trump is moving on, speaking regularly with President Obama and building his White House team. But Mitt Romney, as possible Secretary of State, is proving to be controversial.
We don't even know if he voted for Donald Trump. He and his consultants were nothing but awful to Donald Trump for a year.
But others in Trump's camp say, rival or not, he's going to hire the best people possible.
Well, unlike the madness surrounding the presidential election, Thanksgiving is over, so the countdown to Christmas has started for many of you. At Lindenwood Park, they're in the Christmas spirit. They have lights up that'll for sure get you in the holiday mood. Lights will be on every night leading up to Christmas from 5:30 to 10:30, and it's $5 for cars and $10 for buses. And if you're looking for some real Christmas trees, look no further than parking lots across the valley. This one is in West Fargo, where Boy Scout Troop 246 is selling the trees, and they seem to be a hit for those looking to ditch the fake ones.
We decided our fake tree, the lights all burned out on it. We decided this year to get a real tree because we've had that for 12 years and used to have real trees, and decided it was time for a real tree again, and the kids wanted a real tree.
So do you want to buy a real Christmas tree? If so, we'll post that information on where you can go to buy one on valleynewslive.com. Still ahead tonight, what's next for Cuba after the death of Fidel Castro?